Look who's here. Hi, Ashar. How you doing? All right. Well, there's Bix. Um, Tonight I won't be playing because I left certain equipment at the other gig, at the gig last night. Okay, that would be. I'm back. Oh man, this is crazy. All right, yeah, I'm back. Having one of those nights. So, let me tell you what just happened. I don't know if it was funny or what, but I had I got this tripod that Nick got me for my birthday last week, and so it has this little thing that you stick the phone in, and it was on the two buttons at the same time, and it called 911. And so anyway, so I just had a conversation with the 911 operator. Had to explain to her why I was calling, and then I realized that the phone automatically calls, like contacts all your contacts, and then all of your medical information pops up on the phone. And it was like, how did they get that? I was just looking at that, and it had my prescriptions, and everything was on my phone screen. Wow, that's interesting. It's really interesting what what the world's turning into. How things are going. Anyway, I want you all to see the view here. Let's see. Here's the view. Here, right down there. All right, you see who's behind me there? That's right, Mr. Bix is upside down, and I'm up here on my stool. So anyway, if you would like to, okay, I just have to. I'm just so frustrated. I really am. I'm so frustrated with myself that I did this. Yeah.
I don't know,
Right,
but I
so,
just bought this brand new bag. I wish you would use this. The frozen will keep frozen.
Oh, you can hear what's going on in the background, right?
Make
Okay.
me some too, will you?
Everyone says hello. They can hear you guys talking, bickering about your stuff there.
Some
Right? Anyway, yeah. So who do we have here? We got Billy the Kid. We got Blackjack. Yeah, we are having issues. The big issue was, if you didn't hear earlier, I left my dongle, which connects from the microphone to the phone, and the dongle connected to a little cable, and a little cable connected to the interface, and the tripod that holds the phone at Casariano last night. And I didn't realize it until just now. So, I'm just gonna talk to you guys and see if we can do a Q&A like we did a couple weeks ago. Dongle, yeah, I didn't know dongle until I needed one. I said, I need one of those wires, that it's got like an iPhone thingy on one end, and it's got a female mini phone plug. Oh, you mean a dongle? So yeah, I said, yeah, one of those. So went to the Apple store, got a dongle. And I think Pop might, so I have another chair here just in case Pop wants to join in. And if he does, maybe we can, here, I'll I'll stay down here, and then maybe we can see more Bix. I wish you could see all of them. He's hilarious the way he sets himself up. And oh, hello. How to do that? All right. Wait. Gosh, what a clown. What a klutz I am. Okay, how's that? Ready? Almost, not quite. Just get the hair more. I just want you to see his face. Not quite, just a little bit more. Okay, let's move me out of the way. There he is. All right, just a touch more, just a teeny bit. Yep, okay, good. Now you've got Bix in all of his glory. So, yeah. Oh, he went down, isn't it? Bix, I just set this thing up so everyone could see you, and now you go down. What is it? Are you being bashful? We got Anne Marie. Oh, geez, Anne, I said I was going to call you back. Sorry, sis. Yeah, Bix's fan club. Bix, your fan club is watching. There he is. Okay. All right, so you got Bix, you got me. Now we're just missing Pop. And, oh, what now Bix has moved. What are you doing? He's playing hide and go seek now. What are you doing? You don't want to be on TV? All right, well, so anyway, who else we got here? We got Kelly. Hi, Kelly. And again, this if you're looking for music, you might want to be over at the Dovydas jam. I can't even play with him tonight. It just, it's too bad. I mentioned that to him. I talked to him the other day, a couple days ago, and talked to him about, one of these days we need to do a reverse jam where like Sammy can play something, then I can play something with Sammy, and then Dovydas can jam with us, and then you guys can all watch it on his channel. And then the neat thing is that once people are watching it on his channel, then he can go, okay, everybody, now what we want to do is we're all going to go watch on Sammy's channel. And then he'll start playing, I'll come in, and then Sammy will come in last. And everyone will be able to watch the three of us jamming on Sammy's channel. And of course, he'll get a gazillion views. And then we can do the next tune. It'll be on my channel where Dovydas will start, Sammy will come in, and then I'll start. So I talked to him about that the other day, and he thinks it's an interesting idea. Yes. Yeah. So. Anyway, we got started late. Let's see, so Johnny says, my son's college mate saw Pop while he was in Lubbock and was glued to his plane. Oh, while you were in Lubbock. Oh, okay. Cool. Lubbock, yeah, I've been to Lubbock. I delivered a motorhome there back in 2012, I think it was, or 13. And we played in Lubbock in 2005 when I was with Ringling Brothers. That was fun. Well, I don't know. All I can tell you is if you want to do a thing with a motorhome, you've got to, yeah, all right, well, let's talk about motorhomes, being on the road and being in music. You got to have a plan, and your plan is you have to start a business, and the motorhome has to be part of the business because you need cash flow to keep the motorhome motoring, right? Or else it's going to be a place like a homeless camp. It's going to be broken down on the side of the road or in some field somewhere, and you're kind of on your own. But yeah, you got to be able to service the motorhome, and that's a very, very important thing. Annual cost or monthly cost, if you bought a motorhome, if you bought a motorhome outright, it would be about
Well, you're welcome to record.
maybe $300-400 a month just to pretty much do nothing. Okay, that's not to use it. And then if you're using it, well, there's fuel, there's maintenance, and the motorhomes that I deal with, like the one that I'm working on selling, still got it, still in the shop, the 37 Country Coach. It has a warranty that's $325 a month, and then you've got your regular maintenance on top of that, and using it and so on. So to own that coach would be maybe $800 to $1,000 a month, which is less than maintaining an office. If you think about it, you know, because if you have an office, you got rent, electric, all the rape and pillage that they hit you, you know, although the politicians get their money, you know, cable, oh yeah, cable, oh yeah, I got a cable, I have my cable, my phone, and my TV, and it's like $200 a month, right, for all the stuff. If I did the same thing for a business, it would be about $500 or $600 a month, just for cable, phone, and TV, and I mean, and internet. Yeah, so that's part of the reason why there's so many people voting against Democrats, because that's what they're thinking is, oh, well, everyone wants to just tax us and charge us a lot of money. Oh, Bix is back up again. Okay, good. So, yeah, but anyway, just a average Class C gas motorhome does not cost much to own, okay? Because you can let those sit, but the stuff that I deal with, the diesels are, again, they're several $100s a month to own them, and then you got depreciation and maintenance and so on. So, but on the other hand, it's an amazing life, because we, Christine, Nick, and I traveled most of North America in 2 years with the Ringling Brothers Circus, and we saw everything. And you just can't put a price on being able to be in White Sands, New Mexico, having lunch on, what day was that? Monday. And we played and then we stopped in Colorado Springs. We left Colorado Springs Monday, and then we went to New Mexico and we had lunch at, oh no, we went from Colorado Springs to Las Cruces, and then spent the night at the Walmart, and then the next day we went to White Sands for lunch. And then after that, we took a nice little ride in the motorhome through Cloudcroft, which is this really high up place in New Mexico, and then off to, I think it was Amarillo, Texas. And yeah, it was funny. I was looking at a map on my phone, it showed this road. Not my, was it my phone or the computer? I can't remember what it was, but we were looking at a map and it showed a road. And there we are with this big giant motorhome, 40 something feet long, and we go to this road that supposedly just heads east, for like 40 miles or something like that. And we were gonna turn on it. It's a dirt road. So we didn't do that. And yeah, when you're out in Texas and New Mexico, there's a lot of open space there, so, but a lot of discovery, a lot of fun stuff to do. We had so many good times. Anyway, let's see here. Oh, yeah, you heard Lionel, yeah. I know, he's trying to get cookies. He's doing everything he can. And let's see. I would like a Class C, 21 to 30. 21 is too short. 30, that's good. I just helped a lady in Las Vegas purchase her first motorhome, and she flew from Las Vegas to North Dakota last Monday, and she drove the RV home. She got home Thursday, and I was her guide. She'd call me, she'd have questions, and she was driving through Wyoming, and I said, how's the wind? She went, it's insane. I said, can you stand up straight outside? She went, no. I said, okay, well, what do you think? Is 35 mile an hour, 40 miles an hour? She goes, that sounds right. I said, slow down to 45. Because I asked her how fast she was going. She went, I'm trying to do 65, but it's not easy. And I said, well, you're actually doing about 110 if you're driving into the wind. And just slow down. And you'll be out of Wyoming eventually. And so she did. And I said, imagine, even with the big motorhome, which could, handle that stuff with all the torque and everything. But I still drove 50 in the headwinds. What's the hurry? You're home, right? What do you got to get? You got to get somewhere so you can just pull in and do nothing. Right? The ride is much better than being sitting still. That's all I can tell you. But anyway, yeah. So 21 to 30 for Class C, perfect. Like this lady, she bought this coach. She because everything she owns is paid for, she couldn't finance. Banks wouldn't finance it, and house, everything, and so she had to pay cash. And we found a nice 2012 Winnebago Aspect for Access for $39,500, and only had like 25,000 miles on it. Beautiful condition. She had an inspector go out and look at it, and so that's nice. So you only need a Class C license to drive a 30-footer. No, you just need a driver's license to drive a 30-footer. You need a driver's license to drive a 40-footer, unless you're in Texas. You need a regular driver's license to drive pretty much anywhere in the country, except for, I think Texas has some deal. In California, if you own a motorhome bigger than 40 feet, you have to take a second-class medical exam. And that's it's like what the pilots have to take. Let's see. All right, I'm trying to, let me move back. Since Christine's gone, Pop doesn't have anyone to talk to, so things are a lot quieter. Okay, you are in Texas. All right. I don't think you need a special license in Texas. Yeah. Yeah. Like you need a CDL to drive. No, I really don't. Really, in Class C, I don't think so. It has to do with gross weight. If you live somewhere else, like if you live in Florida, you can go up and buy a 45-foot motorhome, drive anywhere in the United States because you're licensed in Florida. There's a ton of gray area when it comes to RVs. And truckers have to go to driving school, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you have to pass a test for air brakes and air systems. Well, my motorhome had the same exact air system as a semi did. How come I don't need a special license? Well, again, it goes with the government again, trying to make money off you. Anyway, hold on, I gotta adjust the camera again. Bix is back in the position. Okay. All right, now I'm just about gonna have to sit down with Bix in a minute. Yeah, I gotta get it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a lower seat. Go. Okay. Now it's just me and Bix. Hi, buddy. How are we going to belly? Oh yeah. That's his favorite thing. He wants a belly rub. Anyway, okay. So let's see. Yeah, once you give him a belly rub, he goes back down. He stays there until he gets his belly rub. Let's see here. Here, I'm going to turn the volume down because it's really hard when I'm talking and then I listen to myself and then I just stop talking. All right, let's see here. I'm going to try to do this. Where is... All right, there's the volume. All right, cool. Cool. Now I don't hear myself talking. All right. For Christine, do you know what national day we are celebrating today? Christine is at Walgreens right now. We're attempting to print out photos. We had a hell of a time. It took us like a half hour to print 2 photos just to press the right things on the machine. It was pretty funny. So she went to pick up. Today's National Bouillabaisse Day, Alabama Day, and Monkey Day. Wow. Interesting. Monkey Day. So I guess that means we're not going to monkey around? Something like that, right? So did I miss something? A medical exam. Yeah, so in California, if you want to buy a big motorhome, if you want to buy like a 42-foot tag axle, just buy it, you know. And when they ask you how big it is, I say it's like 40 feet, 22 inches, something like that, 40 feet, 18 inches, and and they'll put 40 feet. So you usually don't have to deal with it. But anything bigger than that, you have to take a driving test too in California, and where they make sure you know how to make a right turn. Right turn is the one thing that people, you're driving and you want to turn onto this road, and you got this big thing that's 40-something feet long. How the hell do you make a right turn? Well, first of all, the front wheels on a car turn that much. Same thing with a Class C or whatever. Right, the motorhome, front wheels turn that much. About 55 to 60 degrees on the newer stuff. And so that means you can really cut the wheel a lot, and this thing will just turn. Of course, your back wheels are 30 feet behind you. So how's that going to work if you turn, and they're going to run over the curb, right? Well, there's a general rule, a principle you use. If you're driving a big motorhome where the wheels, front wheels are behind you. This is a diesel pusher. You just drive and you go perfectly straight. You don't do this to turn into a turn. You just go perfectly straight, and then when your butt in a 40-footer, your butt is right about this much past the curve that you're turning into, then you just cut the wheel all the way. You know, you got to kind of, you're almost stopped, or you are stopped. Cut the wheel all the way, and then you just start turning. And now, if you're turning into a 2-lane road, and there's cars that are on that 2-lane road that you're turning into, they'll move. They don't know you, you know, and it doesn't matter. I've had 6, 7 cars back up so I can make a turn, and pretty amazing, you know, to see how much power you have when you block traffic. You know, you make your turn, and nobody can go this way, so they all have to back up, and you'll never see them again. So it's a fun thing. It's something to get used to. Just like you're driving down the road and this thing that's 13 feet tall. The newer ones are a bit taller. They're a little taller. The older ones are 12.6. And you're driving down the road and you see a sign that says low overhead, or low bridge, or bridge, 11 feet 10 inches. Right? Well, guess what? You got to stop. And if you're towing something like a car, you have to stop and you have to unhook what you're towing. And again, you're in the middle of the road. You just stop, pull over, whatever, and you unhook your tow vehicle. And then the fun part is you have to turn around. And and again, this is a big ordeal. One time, Christine and I were driving in Jersey City. We were leaving Jersey City. We missed this entrance to go onto the Jersey Turnpike. And there we are towing our Jeep. And so I said, well, I'll just go down here and make a couple of right turns, and then we'll come back out, or a couple of left turns. Well, I go down, and we're going down into Jersey City, and there I am staring at a pair of sneakers dangling off of a electric line or a phone line, and they're like about eye height. So the power lines or whatever were lower than what we were. So we had to stop, and it was rush hour, 4 p.m., Jersey City, first exit out off the bridge outside of New York. So yeah, we created gridlock that day, and Christine, you know, jumped out, and I went and unhooked the Jeep, took like 1 minute, maybe 45 seconds, and she drove it. And then I just, you know, hooked the tow bar back up, ran it back into the motorhome, and backed it up, and then just started driving. And it was pretty exhilarating. But once you go through that a couple times, you can do anything. And we had a Sheltie with us. We had a cat, big yellow cat named Mello. Sheltie was Shelby. We had a bird that I told you all about, named Happy, and a crawfish. And but yeah, we trucked all over North America. Had 3 different motorhomes. First one we had for a month or 2. Second one about a year. Third one 10 years. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It really was. And so RVing, if you want to get a motorhome and make that your life, you have to treat it as a business, and you have to look at it like you're paying rent on your business. You know, you have overhead, because the stuff you can do in a motorhome is unimaginable, right? Yeah. And let's see, has Bix ever been in? Bix has never been in a motorhome, I don't think. Nope. Now, our last Greyhound, Allie, she went motorhoming with us, and that's something else too. When you got a dog, you got to make sure you don't leave your door open. I mean, we were getting ready to leave Indiana. This is back when Nick was just starting college, and Allie decided to go out the front door. We left the front door open. I was just out putting some stuff away, and the screen was open, and she just walked right out, and we didn't see her. She just goes and walks down the street. She got picked up by by this woman, and she took her to the Humane Society because it's like, why is a greyhound walking around in Indiana? So, and yeah, we were freaked out for about an hour. We were walking all over the place looking for her, and so then I thought, let's go to the Humane Society. I found out where it was. Actually, yeah, it was a very stressful day, and let's see, a month on the road. Yeah, I mean seriously, you can go on the road. You can go on the road, and I mean this lady that I helped buy this motorhome for last week, she has 6 dogs, and it's just her and her 6 dogs, and she's selling her house in Vegas and moving. I don't know where she's moving. Oregon, something like that. But anyway, she just wants to go travel around and look for her next destination. And just her and her 6 dogs. And I told her, I said, all of the inspiration you need is in my head, my wife's head. I said, we've been everywhere. And so when you're traveling alone, it's easier if you're in a smaller RV, especially ladies, you know, because this way you can pull into a red carpet inn, whatever, comfort inn, and just park it and go and just chill out in a hotel room every once in a while. You know, if you get cabin fever or whatever. But let's see, your dad's 2 songs, On the Road Again, and I Want to Go Home. They kind of, really, I Want to Go Home and On the Road Again seem to be 2 songs that kind of, they defy each other. Yeah, frankly, I want to go on the road. Christine wants to go on the road. And we'll just, yeah, I mean, the cool thing is if you have a big enough motorhome, you literally just take everyone. We after my mom passed away, Pop came out with us for about 2.5 weeks, and gosh, he was with us in let's see, was it Idaho? Not Idaho. Colorado, New Mexico. Yeah, we played in Santa Fe. No, not Santa Fe. Place where the balloon festival is, wherever that is, that's where we played. Albuquerque, and we did Loveland, Colorado, Amarillo, Texas, Odessa, Texas, and we stopped in Colorado Springs. That was fun. Went up to Pikes Peak, and that was all in like just a couple of weeks, you know. Yeah, Colorado Springs is nice. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, all right, cool. Yeah, Pikes Peak is great for at 45 minutes. When I first saw about the effects of COVID, the first thing I thought of was Pikes Peak, because the one thing you can't do too well in Pikes Peak, at 14,000 feet, is take a deep breath. It's really difficult, and I worked in Colorado Springs back in 1991. I've worked with this radio network out there, and I was out there for a month, and it was tough. You know, I think they're at 6,000 feet there, and it took some getting used to just to walk around. But it's good for the lungs. It really is, you know. Let's see, I want to live. So Don wants to do RV full time. Yeah, there's a lot of adapted RVs out there, Don. Yeah, there really are, and there are special lifts that you can literally hook to the side of the door on the RV, and you just open your door, press a button, and the thing goes outside the door and lifts the chair up and then puts it inside the RV. You don't have to worry about ramps. It's just one apparatus. So that's a cool thing. Hey Joey, how you doing? All right, Joey Kitty's here. Bix, why are you over there? Come here. Bix. You know who else needs to come and visit is the cat. Let's see, since I'm down here. Hey, I got the cookies. I got cat bait. Okay. There you go. Now check this cat out. Look at his colors. He's got this pattern on the side, and it's a circle. And it's got a line that goes like this out of the circle, and then it goes up, and it's got an arrow on it. And when he was a kitten, it was really, I mean, it was just as apparent as you could see, and it's the life sign. And yeah, there it is there. See, you got the circle, and then you got the arrow, and it's on both sides. See this one? Oh, okay, here. Oh, you can't see it because he's down on the floor. All right, well, whatever. All right, Lion, here. You want some? You want a cookie? Yeah? Oh, maybe dogs can have cookies too. Oh yeah, he'll eat anything. I gave one to Bix. That's no fair. That's no fair. That's no fair, huh? All right, well, he can hang out there and try to get along with his cookies. Oh, where you going? Where you going, huh? Where you going? Yeah. Okay. I think you're out of here, right? Maybe not. Right. Yeah, so let's see. That's right, that is Lionel the piano playing cat. Alright, so Don has been in every state west of Lake Michigan and no places that I could stop for a bit. Wow. Awesome. That's great. Yep. Well, yeah, we 2 years. We were on the road for 2 years. We traveled about 96,000 miles, just under 96 in 2 years. And we saw quite a bit. We saw, farthest north we went was in the motorhome. Furthest north on North America was Edmonton. No, was not Edmonton. Oh, what's the name of the place? Dawson's Creek, Canada, which is above Edmonton, Alberta. Edmonton, home of the Edmonton Mall, this huge mall. It's 1,000 miles north of Montana, so that's north. And then the furthest south we went in the motorhome was Mexico City. Same motorhome. I mean, so we saw North America. I guess it's Mexico, North or Central. I forget. It's been too long since I was in middle school. So, but yeah, Mexico City and but my favorite places were all out west. Mexico City was interesting. We went in 2 caravans, and we had to actually stage at this town outside of Mexico City, about 45 minutes outside the city, until 2 in the morning. No, until midnight. And at midnight we left because they said that the smog was so high in Mexico City, they wanted to keep it down. They didn't want all the trucks going in, like, we're gonna make a difference. You know, there's 28 million people in Mexico City. So so we went in late at night, and we got to the place where we were playing, and we played in the place that was the equivalent of gosh, I don't know, Washington D.C., the Capitol building, you know, basically right there, Kennedy Center. That's where we played in Mexico City. We played in the Arts District and it's called, it was a national auditorium called Auditorio di Nacional. And then right next to the auditorio was this big park. It was kind of like Central Park. So we get there and all the motorhomes parked in this one area, and we're driving on the grass and we parked in this park, and we're thinking, wow, this is really neat. And you know, there's cars, you know, highways, you know, around it. And then as soon as we got in there, all of a sudden these walls started to go up, and these big cranes show up, and they built this compound. It took them maybe an hour, and so by 4 in the morning, we were in our compound with a guard, and it was really cool. Next day we go out, and Hard Rock Cafe was a 5 or 6, 7 minute walk from the front door of the motorhome. And American Embassy was right there. All the big hotels were right there, and really nice restaurants, shopping areas. Yeah, it was really something. Okay, let's see. But at the time we were there, it was just at the beginning of the bad stuff that started going down in Mexico, you know, people being kidnapped and things like that. We were 2 weeks behind NASCAR going to Mexico, and we used the same exact security team to take us down there that took NASCAR down 2 weeks earlier. And I mean, they have guns, you know, machine guns, the whole thing. And they gave all of us like a stack of pesos to pay tolls, and we took toll roads the whole way down. But we played Mexico City, then we went from there. We were there for 2 weeks, and then we went to Guadalajara, and we actually went to we were in Tequila, and the county of Tequila, Jalisco, Tequila, and we got tequila there too. And then after Guadalajara, we went to Monterrey, and we're there for a week also. We played at a big outdoor amphitheater, which was kind of interesting because the lights didn't work. Because it was daytime when the show started. But this was back in April of '05. It was a very interesting time. We went into Canada, and we played, it's funny, like the 2 weeks before Mexico City, we were in Kearney, Nebraska. Talk about like difference. You know, here we are up north at I-80, I guess, is up in Kearney, and then down to Mexico City. We played up at Edmonton, and it was '05. We did Edmonton, Calgary, did the Stampede, played there, and then we played Grand Prairie and Prince George, British Columbia. It was awesome. I mean, Canada is just amazing. And then in '04, we played Toronto and the Air Canada Centre. We were there for a week. And then we went over to Hamilton and played at I can't remember what it was called. And we played in London at Labatt's, I think it was, Labatt Centre hockey rink. And then we went to the Corel Arena in Ottawa. And that was fun. That was great. And we were in Ottawa in December. So we left December 1st. It was amazing. Did you get the photos?
I did, but I haven't looked at them yet.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, so anyway, I'm talking about traveling in the motorhome.
Well, that's fun to talk about.
Yeah. You can
do it again.
You can join me if you want. But you don't have to. Yeah, but yeah, Christine and I just had the time of our life. It was amazing. Have I ever seen Rush, the band, alive? No. No, I didn't. I saw U2 in a stadium, but never saw Rush.
23 hours.
Never been to PEI, nope.
I've been to PEI.
Christine, really?
It's the most
That-
magical place in the world.
It is.
Yes.
Well, why don't you come down and talk about it?
It's beautiful. It's like a fairy book, and yet all the sides of the island just roll down into the sea, and they make the best bread. I mean, they have church suppers there that you just think you died and went to heaven. It's wonderful.
Did y'all get that? Okay.
You can repeat it.
Christine
It is not to
says
be
PEI.
missed.
PEI is not to be missed. It's
And Nova Scotia is very nice too.
in
But
Nova
PEI
Scotia,
was
that's
my
right.
favorite.
Yeah, well, Nick had a friend, or has a friend that worked milking cows in the most northern town in Maine, and she used to go up to Nova Scotia a lot, and she told us about it. Okay, you could hear it, yeah. And the people from PEI are really nice, because they, during the oil boom, when gas, remember gas when it was $4 or $5 a gallon? Well, during the oil boom, a lot of people went from PEI to Alberta, to Grand Prairie, and there was this huge settlement of PEI people, and we got to meet them all, and they were so much fun. They started a theater program, and they had this community theater there. It was really cool. We hung out with them. Yeah, let's see. Well, okay, so I need to go there then. Our motorhome that we had, our last one, the owner was from Nova Scotia. How's the pictures?
It's gorgeous, and I'm gonna have to do something with it for them, or maybe for us, but I've gotta pick a photo that's like a full length where their heads are small. You were
Right.
right, the heads are too big. You were right, honey.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry
No.
I was right. I'm sorry I was
I
right.
hate it when you're
Right.
right, but you were right.
Yeah,
But I like having this picture anyway.
you can put it on the refrigerator.
Or in a little frame on the piano. I just love this picture.
Yeah.
You want to show it to them?
Yes. Can we, yeah, I want to
It's
share
just
this with you guys.
beautiful.
Oh, okay, so this is Nick and Ashley. Let's see if you can.
Does that work?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It looks nice. All right. Yeah.
Isn't that the sweetest picture?
Yeah. Yeah. So Christine was gonna put this in
This little ornament
in
frame,
this little
but
ornament
it's
that's like
about
this big.
the ornaments won't even fit one of those heads.
Especially
Much
Nick.
less two.
Yeah.
I'll try again.
Yeah, she is. And let's see. Did you know we all had a solar eclipse today? What? Solar eclipse? Oh. Hey, remember the eclipse we had back in 2017?
I'm sure it'll be
I think it was like October, something like that. 2017. That was really neat. And I remember Trump was looking at it. That's pretty funny. He went like that, you know. And anyway, I remembered how interesting of a day that was. Yeah, so traveling in the RV is amazing. As a musician, again, you have to have a business strategy. It costs, it's free to stay at Walmart, but you can only stay for one night. You know, and so that's the bummer about it is, you know, it's not, you can stay at certain state parks for $6 a day. But again, that's 6 times 30, $180, and then there's fuel for your LP, you know, to cook and stuff like that, or power.
The cat won't fit either.
The cat won't fit. Let me see the cat. Let me see the cat.
It's a funny picture.
Okay, here's the Lionel shot. You guys are gonna love this.
I have to get a new picture of him for the thing too.
Buddha the cat.
But it only cost 84 cents for those 2 pictures.
Really? 2 pictures for 84 cents. What a deal.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're Lionel's hilarious. Anyway, but we stayed, when we were on the road with the circus, we stayed in more than, we stopped counting at 150 Walmarts. And I'm not kidding, 150 Walmarts. Because every single time we traveled, we stayed at Walmart. And then since that time, since 2006 when we got off the road, with my business, I've stayed in countless Walmarts too, at least 50 or 60 of them. But they're great. Walmarts are awesome. You know, I mean, they're very RV friendly. Sam Walton he loved RVing, and got to read this book, Made in America, right? And you'll read about how he started the whole thing, and how he and his family would stay in a camper, and he'd go camp out, and then go into the local stores and see how business was done. That's how he developed Walmart. He took all the stuff that worked. He met with managers all over the country and wherever he was camping.
I'm glad they're cracking down.
And he said, "What's working? What do you like? What's good? What's selling?" You know, I mean, and that's how Walmart was built.
It's amazing he didn't kill someone else
pretty
besides
fun thing.
himself.
All right, so let's see there. Oh, I'm sorry, Bix. You were. Come on, Bix. Come on up. Come on. I'll give you another rub. Come on. Yeah, Bix was up on his back and I didn't notice it. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Christine and I wanted to work when we got off the road with the circus. We said, well, let's just get a job at Walmart. And they wouldn't hire us. They wouldn't even return our, whatever. We both applied, and it was strange. It was really weird. But hey, oh wait, it happens. We know where everything is, or at least back then we did. I could show you where anything was in a Walmart. And the fact that there's 2 basic Walmart designs, or there were, and you could walk in the front door and you'd know instantly what the layout was and where everything was. But Bix dreaming of winning the finish. Bix was a winner, Johnny. Bix won. He raced 164 times. Come on, Bix, come on. You want one? Yeah, so Bix raced 165, 160, I can't remember what it was, 164, 165, 165 races in 2.5 years. And they can race until they're right up to their 5th birthday, and they have to stop. So he raced until he was like 4 3/4. And he won 31 races, came in 2nd 30 times, came in 3rd 33 times. And so that's super in the money dog. He was a grade A racer. Yeah, so he won, what is that, 60, almost 60% of the races that he raced in, or came in the top 3 in the money. This is called an eargasm. This is something that all dogs love. Another strange thing is that greyhounds don't have odor. There's no real dog odor with these dogs because they don't sweat. They sweat through their tongue. And so when it's really hot out, they're only good for a few minutes. I mean, I literally have to spray them down with a mister before we go out and walk in like July, August. It'll be in the 90s. And yeah, very thin skinned. They bruise real easy, but they don't need to run. They don't. Once they retire, they just want to hang out. They just want to lay around and be couch potatoes. Fireside chat. Yeah, we just need a fireplace, right? Let's see. Be right back.
What did you have? A couple of prints made?
Yeah, but they don't fit in the frames. I have to go try again. But they're nice prints. I'm gonna keep them. I mean, I'm gonna have them and enjoy them.
What did you have? A negative?
Video
No, off
of
my
a
phone.
fireplace.
Oh.
Yeah, you plug it into this thing, and
Yeah.
it was kind of hard to do. If Joe hadn't been with me, I would have given up. But I figured out how to do it now, so I can. go
Video
back.
of a fireplace.
They're only open till midnight, and I don't want to go back again. Although this is a good time to go there. There was no one in there but me.
Yeah.
It was great.
All right. So, come on. This is my old phone, which likes to freeze up. Let's see, it's just a bit slow. There you go. There. Okay. There you go. Fireside chat. Oh, wait a second. Can you see it? You can't see it. Let's see. Oh, we'll put it here. There. Okay. So we set this up in front of us here. All right, there we go. All right. Isn't that funny? Let's see. See if the volume's up all the way. There you go. Can you hear the embers cracking? Hey, Christine,
Yeah?
come here, check this out.
What?
Okay, come and check this out for a second.
Do what?
I'm doing a fireside
Oh.
chat.
That's funny. Can they see that?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
See, and it's
hilarious. Does
crackling.
it look like a real fireplace from
yeah, it does.
that
Yeah.
perspective? Yeah. I wish we had a fireplace. I love that. It even crackles.
Here you go, Wendy. What are you doing? Huh? Yeah. So let's see here. No, that's my iPhone 7. Let's see. Billy asked how we got Lionel and Bix. Well, let's see. Bix we adopted from the track. His racing name. Where are you going? Oh, he's. Wait a minute. His racing name. Was Undertaker.
Okay. All right.
Is that okay?
It's cold enough for a fire, honey.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
68
It's
degrees.
68. Oh my gosh.
That's
Sure you can see
embarrassing.
Bix. All right, yeah. So anyway, yeah, Bix's racing name was Undertaker, and we had another greyhound named Allie, and she got cancer, and it was really weird. The day that Allie crossed over the bridge, that we had to put her over the, we were going to the vet at like 9 in the morning or 10 in the morning, and we get a call from the Greyhound adoption place, and they want to know if we could foster a dog. And it turned out that dog wasn't cat friendly. And then I said, I read about this dog named Undertaker, the black greyhound named Undertaker. Is he still available? And they said, yes, he is. So I guess people were afraid of the name. Anyway, so they came over with Undertaker about a week later, and this is Allie's bed, and this bed was just sitting in our family room, and he just walked right in and he laid down in this bed. That's the first thing he did. So that was really cool. Anyway, now Lionel, that was 5 years ago. So Lionel, back in 2012, this is when the day that Allie got out, that trip where Allie got out of the motorhome. On our way up to Indiana, we stopped in Marietta, Georgia to see Christine's brother, and she went to the vet with him so he could get some pills. And when when they were there, they saw this. There was a cage, and it had 4 cats in it, and it was a litter, and the mother. And anyway, Lionel was in there, and she calls me up from the vet. She goes, "You got to come over here." So I drove over there, and we had a yellow cat named Mellow Yellow who we were on the road with back in '06, and Mellow had passed away a couple years earlier, and we really wanted a yellow cat. So there's Lionel. He was a kitten. He was 5 months old. How old was Lionel when we got him, Chris?
How old was Lionel?
Yeah, 5 months?
5 months
Yeah.
or 5.5 months.
Yeah, he was like 5.5 months. He was this little sprite, little kitty, you know, and they called him Patch because he's got this patch of thicker fur in his middle. And also Lionel is.
He's got circles on his side.
And yeah, I showed him the circles. Lionel came over and he had a cookie. Anyway, Lionel is what do you call it? Not a lynx. What do you call the kind of cat he is?
You said a Bengal?
Bengal, yeah, he's a Bengal cat. He's got webbed feet, and which is a characteristic of the Bengals. And Bengal cats are like 5 generations minimum from an actual lynx, a cat, or a leopard. Forgive me. It's a snow leopard. I think is where they started. So, and they said so we had got Lionel, and that's when I discovered after we got him that he was he had Bengal in his heritage. So they said that Bengal cats do weird things, like they kind of do dog-like things. So we had this ball, and I went like that to him, and then I tossed the ball, and he went and fetched it and brought it back. And I actually have a video I put on Facebook back in 2012, I guess, and of him fetching and bringing the ball back. But yeah, so but it was really cool. The day we got Lionel, we went to Indiana, we came back to Georgia. We didn't take him with us, and we just wanted to take him back home instead of on the trip, and so he had to stay at the vet for 2 weeks while we were in Indiana. And we picked him up at the vet, we took him, we put him in the motorhome, let him out of the little cat carrier, and the first thing he did was he just ran the whole length of the motorhome into the bedroom and just head first, right into the mirror at the back of the motorhome. He didn't stop, he saw that it looked like, you know, there was more space, and he just kept going and crashed into the mirror. And then we let Allie in about a half hour later. And later that day, we're driving in the motorhome, and Allie and the cat are laying together on the front seat. And Allie was like folded up in this front seat. She folded. She wasn't as big as Bix. And the cat was in the middle, in between her legs. And so they were best friends for about 3 years until Allie went, and I mean they were always laying down together. Now Bix, he's a boy, so whenever Lionel goes near Bix, you can feel the ground shake. You know, so yeah, and that's the way they've always been. They get along, and the cat picks on Bix constantly. I mean, he's always, you know, like touching him, and so it's like having two boys in the house. You know, they're always messing around with each other. Hi, Rita. How are you, Rita? Good to see you. Oh, by the way, if any of you all want to friend me on Facebook, please do. It's JoeBrunoBass on Facebook, and yeah, send me a friend request so I can see who I'm talking to. And when we do that, and when you do that, just in case your name is different, I'll know who I'm looking at. All right? So anyway, especially Joey Kitty. Do you really look like a cat? I know you used to have a cat named Joey. You know, I know that. Anyway, let's see, who do we got here? Boy, you guys are just talking away. You have a pet cemetery in your backyard. Oh boy. Yeah, we do too. Yeah, when we got 5 cats. 5 cats, so 1, 2, 3 dogs. Yeah, we got a few, yeah. Birds. we got a lot of stuff in the backyard. We got to, you gotta mark them all. All right, man. Let's see. I'm just reading here. I don't. Yeah, I can't see the small pictures on. No, Rita's got a picture, but I can't see that. I can't see it on the iPad. Yeah. So anyway, I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go to Venice tomorrow. It's like 25 minutes away, and I have to go and pick up my dongle, my interface, and all the stuff, so we can play some music tomorrow. But anyway, yeah. So my fireside chat. Do you guys hear the fire? Can you hear the crackling fire? That's nice, man. That's great. What a great idea. Who said fireside chat? Who? Yeah. So anyway, yes, fireside chat by the Christmas tree, and it's over here. Well, that's something else too about greyhounds. They sleep with their eyes open. So if you just happen to walk in a room and there's a sleeping greyhound, and his eyes are open, and you just real still, talk to them first. Because sometimes they don't like to be woken up. Like I remember one time, well, not one time, but the first time I saw it happen, one of Christine's students she walked in and she's sitting on the chair and Bix was laying down, and he had his eyes open and she just put her arm down there, and all of a sudden, he got kind of freaked us all out. Yeah, because he's got nice teeth. He's got these like huge teeth. You really can't see it, but they're like that long. Looks like Cujo. I'll put the picture. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well. Anyway, it's been really nice just hanging out with you guys. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to chill out for the rest of the night and hang out with Christine and Pop. Maybe watch some news. And no, I don't know. Pop, what do you do? You want to come and say hi? All right, I'm gonna have to take Bix out of the picture now. Oh wait, let's see, yeah. Let's see, how's that? Yeah, here, sit in the chair.
Well, I got my supper's there. Okay.
All right. Oh, what did I do? Did I do something with the? Okay. That's strange. All right, well, that's strange. Did I move this thing out? All right, well. Let's see. You're right here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah. Come on, sit down for a minute. All right. All right. Yeah. See, so that's.
Oh, there we are. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I get fireplace here. All right, so
I see the fireplace.
and they want to do a fireside chat. So there we go. Okay. So here's Pop and me. Do you have any questions for Pop? Let's see. So they need a song tomorrow. Okay. Let's see. Can you see this?
No, I can't move.
You can't.
What do you mean can I see it?
Yeah, can you see the writing? See how small it is? Oh, it's pretty. It says, "Hi, Pop."
No, I can't see it. You can see the writing. You got your glasses on.
All right. So Joey Kitty said, "When did you first learn to play the trumpet?"
When I was about, well, I happened to go up in the attic, and there were a bunch of instruments up there, and I was trying each one.
How old were you?
I was about 8 years old. And
His father was a musician,
he had all the instruments up in the attic.
and he played them all too.
Yeah, played 11. I went up in the attic and I was blowing each one, and he heard me blow the trumpet. He came running up. He said, "You like that?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, that's what you're going to play." And that's how it started. See?
See, they're over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how that was the beginning of my fooling around. I fooled around for quite a while,
Oh,
and then I got serious.
that's right. And now here it is, 85 years later,
And I'm still serious.
and he's still serious. Can you imagine that? 85 years later, he started playing trumpet 85 years ago. That's amazing. Rita wants to know if you can play a cha-cha tomorrow. So we can do sway.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, we do. We have a really good rendition of sway.
Or I can do Never on Sunday,
The Greek cha-cha.
and I can do
Isn't that interesting? How come the song from that the Greeks do is a cha-cha? The cha-cha.
Never on Sunday.
Yeah.
Because it's close to the type of dance that they do, that circle dance that they do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Is Johanna with us tonight?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, Johanna's not
Okay.
here. Yeah, Ann was here.
Oh yeah. Well, she's gone to bed
She probably went to bed.
because it's cold. See?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold in Delaware.
Yeah, it's supposed to be real cold, I think, in Delaware, yeah. Oh, there's Ann. She's here. She just said hello.
Hi, Banana.
Yeah, we just get, so Ann, my loving sister, thank you. The stuff you sent us, it's gonna be so good. Ann sent us this basket loaded with baked goods. And there's a blueberry pie in there, there's bagels, there's banana bread, there's all sorts of really cool stuff. Christine and I and Pop, we're sort of on Weight Watchers, so we're gonna make it last. It'll last for probably, 2 or 3 months, right?
Yeah, I have to hide a little bit of it.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, but anyway, thank you so much. That's
Yeah, that's
wonderful.
beautiful.
And then she sent let's see, where are they? Here's the band. Here, hold this. Hold the fire, all right? I'll
Yeah,
be
I
right
got it.
back.
Well, the Santa Claus,
The Santa Claus band.
Yeah. you're gonna see what we look like with Santa Claus suits on. See? You ready?
All right. Yeah, she sent us these antique Santas playing a bass and a trumpet and a drum, but they didn't have one that played piano. But there's an antique store near where Ann lives up in Delaware, and these are from Japan, and they say Japan on the bottom, and I don't know. I mean, she said that they're from like 80 years ago, like
Wow,
40s.
those are nice.
But I'm just thinking, Santa in Japan, really? And so I think they came after World War II sometime,
Could be,
maybe
yeah.
50s.
Mhm.
Yeah, but they're awesome. They're great. We've got them
Yeah.
sitting in a Disney display right now.
Yeah.
Okay. See, so it's the Santa
Okay.
thing. Look at that. See.
One looks like me.
Anyway, let me put these back. Okay.
Gotta make sure my hair is straight.
Which one? All right. Okay. How you doing, buddy? All right. You okay? All right. I want you to get down there. Okay. You're on TV. That's right. Yeah, Bix likes TV. Yeah. Boy, that's nice, Pop. You holding the fire up? That's good.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. The Brunos seem to have played with some pretty famous musicians and have a lot of amazing stories. Yeah. Yep. We do, and there'll be many other after COVID is hopefully under control. You're gonna see some really great stuff from Pop. Pop and I doing gigs at who knows where. And then one day I will have the right equipment where I can just go into a gig and turn the thing on and the sound will be perfect. So just a matter of time. Just got to get COVID going and get the economy up a little bit and get our economy where I can buy the right equipment so we don't have to worry about distorted sounds and all that stuff. But yeah, and I know I'll be back to traveling to Nashville again, and that'll be fun. I'll live stream all the stuff that I'm doing there, and then and you'll see Pop with some of his daytime activities, some of his various bands he plays with, and Christine's activities, doing shows, and I do shows too. So yeah, life of a musician. I actually back when I first started the YouTube account back in 2018, there was this 1 week, and it was March or April of 18 or 19, I think, yeah, March of 18, and in this 1 week, I had a bunch of gigs, different shows, and so what I did is I took the camera, my phone, and I just had it arched up, perched up wherever, and in 1 week, there's 8 different kinds of gigs. There's me doing a blues gig, me doing a show backing up a Frank Sinatra, a Rat Pack group, church, playing church music, Christian music, and playing with Pop at Casariano. Playing with Dr. Dave, country band I worked with. I mean, there's just one thing after another, and so what I did is I got little bits of video, and that's where I attempted to edit, and I wasn't good at it, so never actually completed that edit. Dovydas helped me, but now I can, if I can just find the video, I can get it all edited, and it'll just say a week in the life of Joe Bruno, and of course it'll be from 2018. But then again, you never know. I mean, one of my trips to Nashville, I might be playing folky bluegrass original music at a writer's round, and then I'll be doing a blues jam right after that, and then I'll be sitting in with Kenny Olson, who great guitarist in town, very popular guy, and he does his jam's more rock oriented. But yeah, all on the same day, and then go over to Rudy's Jazz Club and sing like Frank Sinatra. So yeah, had a couple of good days in Nashville like that. I'm hoping one day maybe Pop can go and Christine and we'll all just get in. We'll take Bix and Lionel and we'll jump in the car and the Escalade and we'll go over to Nashville. And who knows, right? But anyway, well listen, Pop's dinner is getting cold.
Your dinner's out there too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and is mentioning Mom. Yeah, my mom she was funny. She was the hostess with the mostest. That's what she introduced herself as. And she would always cook. Yeah, Italian mom, right? That's. Hey, how you doing? Nice to see you. Are you hungry? Come on, let's eat. Anyway, yeah. So of course, Pop is kind of the same way. You know, food is like so what's for dinner? What's for lunch? You know, and yeah, we celebrate, us Brunos celebrate food. Ashar should do a survey for fans to see if they would like Q&A once a month. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Major Flat D, how you doing? Happy Eats. Anyway, but listen, it's been wonderful having this fireside chat, and this makes a nice picture. See, we got Bix down here. Well, anyway.
Nice to talk to you all.
It was nice. Yeah, it was great spending the evening with you guys for the last however many minutes it was, and yeah, we eat late, get up late. Pop gets up early because Bix is on a schedule. Pop takes Bix for a walk in the morning, and then he feeds him. Bix has an awesome diet. We go to Sam's, like we're going to Sam's tomorrow. We get this big, 3 pound, 4 pound packages
Yeah.
of 90%.
It's almost 5 pounds.
Yeah, 90%
Fat
beef,
free.
almost fat-free beef, and then what Pop does is he boils it, and so it's pretty much 100% fat-free then, and you boil the fat out, and then he makes this, and then he
Where's it out?
he makes green beans, carrots, broccoli, and he puts it all in these containers, and that's what Bix eats every day, twice a day, and mixes it with a little bit of dry dog food, and he loves it. And
Okay.
so all right, bye Pop. Well, anyway, guys, you have a good one. It was nice talking to you.
Good evening.
All right, good night.